grace. I'm very thankful that the foremost understanding and knowledge which rules me, which I adore and respect, is silence and peace. And this great value of this peace is more than ever obvious, more than ever precious, especially now. We are sitting in a retreat on a beautiful island, the island Kopangan in Thailand. In the background you can hear some boats passing. That's the sound which you will hear in the background. So we are here in a paradisic situation, but like you, wherever you are right now, in Russia, America, Holland, Britain, Germany, Austria, Slovenia, wherever, we are also under attack from this wave of fear. Not only fear of death, but fear of insecurity, fear of instability, and all the consequences which in most of your countries are taking place right now. Still, be assured, my dear beloveds, we are safe. We are safe in the strength, in the power of our love and our unity. Because the most precious peace, silence, to return from any kind of outer information, at least for some time. We know, health-wise, it is boosting our immune system. It is healthy. It is healthy to sit down and to meditate, to inquire. Furthermore, we do have healthy connections, good friends in the Sangha, friendly people, good-hearted people, which we can connect, at least via this kind of sources, like the internet, even in case physical contact will not be allowed anymore in your countries. It was time anyway for this world which was spinning more and more in its craziness about progress, progress, more, 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 money, money, money. To wake up and to check what is really important. What is really important for you? What is your value? It's my value. I'm not able to change the entire society or to change the opinion of the world leaders, so-called world leaders. But it's me, my example. People have been inspired. People have been benefited. Resting, looking, breathing. Dwelling in this grace which is here. And the grace has not become less. Now, in whatever situation you are and the people of your country are. Of course, we have to be careful. We have to be careful that these rights, which we have been fighting for as a human society, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of gathering, and so on, does not get destroyed for whatever reason. We have to be careful about this because it is precious. Now it is hard to judge, and I don't like to add to all the informations too much which you already have, especially when you look not only to one source of information, but have a broader vision, broader understanding also of the happenings in the world. I've told you before and repeated that I am in the world, but I am not from the world. Like already Jesus Christ said. So this truth which pulsates in me will not be affected by any kind of happening in the world. Some say this coronavirus is a serious threat to humanity. Others see it as a master plan of the 1% of the world who own 95% of all the riches of the humans, to destroy the ruling economic system and to create a more globalized economic system to rule the world, to rule you totally. And the result will be all kinds of measures, like no cash money, because cash money can transport a virus, so everything you do, everything you spend can be controlled electronically, and so on. Others even say that this virus, which now is happening, has been there before, and not more people are dying like they have been dying before. Only then it was a different virus, because there's many viruses. One is the influenza, right? The flu. And just now, only this coronavirus gets checked, and it looks like so many people die from this. Certainly, people die through this virus. Like every year, people have been dying from other viruses. And then there was no outcry. Nobody made a big fuss about it. Now it is a big story. And as I say, different scientists have different opinions. Different virologists have different opinions. Some say it's the biggest threat, others say the most normal thing is happening, but has been happening every year. Fact is, elderly people are in danger. Elderly people are endangered, and of course, you love your parents when they have a high age. Still, you like them to be alive as long as possible. People who have a challenged immune system are endangered. People who have severe overweight and diabetes. So what have been our governments doing for these people before this outcry? Now they say we do everything for the elderly people, and they've been doing before everything for the elderly people. The elderly people who have, with their life, built up the wealth of these countries, how get they treated? They work their entire life, and in the result, they have hardly enough money to pay their bills. They have to decide between staying in the warmth and having some decent food. Do they have the money to buy high quality food? What have the government done for that? What have the governments done against the food industry, who produces industrialized food, which destroys our immune system? What have our governments done for this in all these years, all the decades? Let's say after the Second World War, it was only about money, machine, economy. What has been done against the sugar industry? Why there's still so much sugar in our food? Everybody knows that sugar destroys the immune system. For us who have more knowledge about food, we take care. We take care to eat in a proper way, healthy vegetables, fruits, and so on. What have the governments been doing against the smoking? No, they have made money with the smoking industry and the meat industry and so on. So that could be another view you have. You could have the view, the earth strikes back. All the mistreated animals, tortured animals, imprisoned animals, billions and billions slaughtered, especially on the festivals of the people, the religious festivals. All the suffering beings, our brothers and sisters. Most likely the virus came from animals to the humans. So there is a lot which is out there, which is very, very questionable. Now the government, the people applauding the people who working like crazy in the healthcare. Have the people been applauding before? Have these people been paid in a respectful way? No, everybody knows. Somebody says, I'm in healthcare. I'm caring for elderly people. You say, very nice, great. But you know exactly immediately, oh, very lousy paid job. This is exactly your association immediately, you know that. You know this person works very hard, gets very little. What have our governments then done for these people? Have they showed respect to them? Do they show respect now? Where's the consequence for that? The president, politicians, why they don't say we pay them from now on 1,000 euro more each month? Why not? If the government can save the banks and the managers do a lousy job, they get millions and millions when they leave, go to the next job. But these people who care, they are lousy paid. So something is wrong here. There's some hypocrisy here. And if people wake up to that, that would be good. So far to this subject. Of course, you can all make our own opinion as far as this is possible in the media landscape nowadays. Because your journalists and your politicians, they are in the same club. I was posting from here 10 days ago a message that I sit in the morning in peace, in a meditative way. And I know when I post this message for many of you out there in the world, where we are, in Siberia, or in Tyrol, or in Hungary, so it is inspiring for you. Inspiring to connect with me, and inspiring also for yourself to stop for some instant, for some minutes, and to relax your entire system, also the physical system, also the immune system. Immediately I was under attack, a journalist from Holland, how egocentric this would be, composed in this time such a message. And I wrote back, how do you know? How do you know that exactly that, sitting here at peace, is not the most effective, the most supportive for the entire world? Does everybody know to run around like crazy, post like crazy, add to the fear, add to the drama, add to the hysteria? Or is it still allowed to just say, let's relax? Let's be at ease. Wonderfully enough, some of you now have even the time for doing that. Some of you are now forced to be in the home office, and you cannot be entirely controlled if you for 2 minutes just sit and relax. Close your eyes on the computer. Inquire who you are. Or you imagine a place where you have been very happy. Maybe somewhere on a beach where a boat was passing by. Or you connect to some space when you have been in a retreat. When you have been entirely happy, you do not even know why, just by being, just by sitting in a protected space, surrounded by good-hearted people. But for some of you, also exactly this situation might be challenging. And you're in a smaller space and probably together with other people who don't have this understanding and try to convince you about the drama. And therefore, I like to reaffirm my connectedness with you. You have made use of it in the past. You may use of it now. I've taught you how to find truth in yourself, independent of circumstance, also independent of me, because this truth which you are, this peace is not dependent on me. So use this time to remain in this, and use the time to rest, to strengthen yourself. We are connected. And we stay connected and use this kind of communication. Wir werden dieses Kommunikationsmittel weiter nützen. Beispielsweise das Osterretreat so online stattfinden lassen. We will use this communication means so we can continue, we can host the Easter retreat, the next coming retreat, which is scheduled in this form. And you can communicate, write your questions, and we can speak about it, and we can sit together. Many people have told me that also through this medium they experience a very strong energy, very strong connection, silence, peace, love. So independent, how long this measures, however they will be in your countries, continue. We can be connected like that. And also, when there is no online communication, we can directly be together. You are in my heart. My heart is vast. Take a good bath therein. Some of you will be even happy because you could not have traveled from Russia to the German Alps to Oberstaufen. I didn't want to cancel the retreat, it was cancelled by the government. Not allowed to meet in groups anymore. But for some of you it's a blessing, now you can participate online. You don't need to drive from Hungary. You need to drive from Switzerland, from Russia. We had before members of the Sangha that drive all the way from the Ural, many days, 5 days, 6 days by car just to participate in this retreat, which I've been hosting there at least 10 years in this place, in the German Allgäu, German Alps. This year not. So, cheer up, be happy, and do as you like. Wash your hands, they say. Stay healthy, that we can enjoy. One day the body will go, and who has used the time before that? Who uses now, the present? Who is not turning to wants, fears and troubles and dramas and demons. Stays in clarity. This indestructible conviction, I am that. So let's all chant our magic healing mantra Om together. Om. Let it be peace. Let it be peace and love with you. And amongst all being in the universe. Let it be peace. Let it be love. Let it be simple happiness. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shanti, peace, Pakoi, Friede, Beke, Mir, Pas, Pe, Pace, Beke, Vrede, Fred, peace in all the languages, peace in all the countries, peace to all the people, peace to all the animals and beings. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you very much. Спасибо большое. Danke.